Hi folks, welcome. I am going to just got a couple of mortars to finish here, which, yeah, today's the 16th of November. I'm in the studio, and basically what I'm doing is just finishing off these 5 pestles and mortars. Now you saw me throw the bowl here, the mortar, and I've done a short actually of myself on the wheel throwing the actual pestles, which I've got here under wraps. Okay, they're just biding their time there, so to speak, until I'll work on one of those with you shortly. And I've yet to show you the actual throwing of a pestle in its entirety. I did a quick video short. You know, I'm putting out these video shorts. You may or may not have noticed, but yeah, you've only got a minute, you know, so you've got to you've got to act fast. All right, so there's that one. Now this particular one here. I'm just going to fettle him off around the bottom here, thumb him off. You can thumb off these with your thumb like I'm doing, or let's just bring that camera a bit closer, or you can, and I sometimes do this actually with the mortars. That is, I'll put them on the wheel and I'll just skim them. Like this one here has got a slight bevel. These ones, a couple here that I've finished off, they do have like a very small bevel just there. Or you can just thumb them. It's not a big deal either way. Alright, so there is that. Now what I want to do is impress around the outside using a roller wheel. Let's just bring this in a touch so you see the details. We know you like the details. Yes, we like the details. Right, okay. Let's do a different one. I've been doing using this one for these guys. Not that one. That one. I'm going to try a different one. I've got a variety here. Let's just try this. We'll just try this one. Again, as I say constantly, make your own roller stamps. Do not buy. I don't even know if you can buy these, but in general, try not to buy generic ready-made stamps and things, because it's not being very creative. What? No, it ain't. Besides, you've got 500 other people who've got the same seal or stamp as you're using. Actually, in order for you to see this, let me put it around like that. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, I've got this here on a banding wheel and up a bit on a bucket. So let's just do that. Okay, I'm just going to push in and rotate, and as I push, you see I'm turning the pot on the banding wheel, so to speak, as I'm doing it. This is the best method that I've discovered for doing this. La la la. Now, if you get a little bit of wave going there, don't worry about it. If it's got a little nick there or something, that's all right. We just rub it. Yeah. So there's that. I've got another one. Where did I put the thing? Where did I put that guy? There were two. Oh no, that was it. There were two. Yeah, this one's already done. All right, so let's now do the. So this is one of the pestles. Let's pull back the camera. This is one of the pestles that I threw. I've done a short on this, as I said, but I'm going to actually do a video of me actually throwing. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing the clay. I'm pushing the clay sort of in to the center here. I'm just noticing, looking at the camera, it's got a lot of dust on the lens there. See if I can blow it off. Yeah. Oh well. Dusty lens. This all comes with the territory, doesn't it, I guess? Alright, so you want this, you want the top, the bit here. It's not that you're going to be, but you don't want it sharp or uncomfortable. This is why we're doing that. Just get it nice and rounded, okay, like that. Now I'm going to take that same wheel, all right, and what we're going to do is I'm going to impress it into, rotate the pestle and hold the stamp once, around, twice. I like to put 3 rings of pattern here. That's just all right. There it is. So that will go now with that guy. Yeah, and I'll get my seal, my personal seal, and just smack that there. Smack him there. Right, let's just talk about. So as I said, these are a little bit robustly made, you know, because you don't want them to be too lightweight, because it's a crushing bowl, isn't it? Now the inside here, now hopefully we've thrown these with a nice smooth inside without any ridges. But what I like to do, I don't know if I can do this, but I like to go over it with my hands and just smooth this as much as I can a bit. It's only because when the other end here of the pestle is going to be crushing whatever you're crushing, there will be, I suppose, a little bit of clay dust will be initially. What I recommend people do with these is that they spend 5 or 10 minutes just grinding with nothing in there at all, just grinding and grinding and grinding, which effectively is smoothing out any roughness. And it's a bit like a car engine, you know, you need to run in the engine, ideally. Well, despite trying to get it as smooth as I can, you can see there's very, very soft, faint little ridges here. Don't worry about that too much. You're not always going to get these things absolutely perfect. It's just that we're trying to get that so that the end here, you see the domed piece here is going to mesh in with that nicely, so it'll crush. Yeah, so there it is. That's a and the pestle can just rest there in the mortar like that. Okay, I've got one more to do. So when I throw these, I'll put them onto this is a plastic bat when they're thrown. In so doing, because it's plastic, it's not absorbent, and therefore the clay at this end here where it's standing does not dry so much, so it's a little bit softer, you know, down the end there. Now I've made these a few days ago, so they're getting a little bit. This one's a little harder than that last one. So basically, yeah, just round off this end. Round it off so that it isn't going to be uncomfortable, but also round it off in such a way that it's aesthetically pleasing to the eye to look at, you know. A pestle and mortar is actually, I mean, it has its own sort of elegance, doesn't it? I just remembered I've got a little addition to add to the end of that one I just did here on this end, on this rounded end. So what I do, I'm going to take this swirl stamp that I made and just push it in there like that, you see, and that's going to just give us a focal point to look at. It's just a little decorative feature, no big deal, but you know. So yeah, so just pushing this in like this. Yeah, check out my shorts. I was just trying to do these shorts. It's quite fun doing the shorts actually, in a way, because it's sort of a challenge to do what you're doing and get it within the 1 minute mark, you know, try and do it. Now, I'm not the sort of person that sits on my computer all night going through videos and cutting them and pasting them and doing all that. Every video I make is raw. I don't do any cutting at all. It drives me nuts. Alright, so here's another one. So we're just going to take that, push it into there, you see. Yeah, well, that's the challenge, isn't it? Make it raw and make it right, you know. Maybe I'll have to do the video 3 times to get it as I want it, but alright, so that is the one that's going to go with that, so that's that style. That's this one, so we'll do this. We've done the end, yeah, okay, so now we're going to take this. I'm just going to, we're going to push and rotate. La la la. They're satisfying little things to make these. And of course they don't need to be bisque fired, do they? No siree. We don't need to bisque fire these at all, because there's no glaze on them. You don't put any glaze on pestles and mortars. I mean, I do spray a little wood ash just on the outside, you know, the exterior, but no glaze on the inside or anywhere else. You actually want the sort of tactile feel of the clay as you're using it as an implement. You know, you don't want it all slippery in the hand. You want it a little bit of texture, which the naked clay gives. You don't need to put a glaze on it, just the natural toastiness from the wood ash that is blown over. Okay, there's that one. That one will go there. Now what I want to do is arrange them here on the wearboard for you. I think we've got 5 of them here. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and this one over here. That's number 5. And we have it. Yeah. They're nice. They're nice to look at, I think, pestles and mortars. And they're practical, they're useful. I have this black Himalayan rock salt in the kitchen, and I use one of these to I have to crush it up because it's coarse, you see. So there you have it, folks. Have a go at doing these. There will be one more video to come on me throwing the pestle, because I didn't really feel in the short that I did that really enough information was given about how to do it, and they're thrown off the hump, and I wanted people to see how we went about that. Alright, give it a shot making mortars and pestles. They're not that difficult to make. I would say probably the hardest part is making the this part, the pestle, but they're quirky in their way, you know, but as I say, they're fun to make. You may notice with a pestle and mortar that the sides here are curving inward a little bit, you see, because when you're crushing seeds and such, they spit out, you know, sometimes they go off in different directions, and because it's a little bit inclined coming in a bit here, that will keep everything down in the bowl and not spitting out on the kitchen floor. So that's just another thing to mention. Other than that, what you must do with these, because as I said, they're not bisque fired, they're raw, they're once fired, what we want to do is make sure they're absolutely bone dry. You've got to bear in mind, you know, that's a chunk of clay, and if you don't make sure these are really dry properly on the stove, there could be moisture trapped in that, which could blow up in the kiln. So bear that in mind, and make sure you keep them that you before you fire them, that you make sure they're absolutely bone dry. That is essential. Alright folks, yeah, just to say we have a workshop 25th and 26th of this month. That's the last workshop here this year. We had a cancellation, 2 people, so we do have 2 free slots. If you're a last minuter and you fancy coming on that workshop, 25th and 26th of November, write to me, get in touch, and we can slot you in if that grabs you. If not, well, stay tuned to YouTube, I guess. Hey, thanks a lot for watching, folks. All the best to you. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Yeah, check out my website, simonleachpottery.com. There you have it. Alright, bye for now.